All right, here we go. We are headed to the D2 finals here at the PSP New Jersey Open as the rain continues to fall. I'm Matty Marshall, and I have, as always, Nikki Cuba up here with me, and we're about to watch Boom take on Static. And first of all, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Die Precision, Proto Paintball, Empire, one of Empire's big guys, DXS, Eclipse Paintball. We thank Planet and Leds and Jack over there. Top Gun, this is where we're at right now. GI Sports, RPS, Virtue, PB Nation, GI Milsim, and Supper Airball.
Yeah, give a big thanks to Dave Youngblood, Lane Wright, and Camille for getting all this stuff going. They did a great job.
There's so much that goes on behind the scenes, and also, again, heading into the end of the day's competition. I'd like to thank, the guys that make this all, on the ground level, Burt Wright and his crew for putting this together. It's tough. There's so much goes behind the scenes to make this happen, and while we're at it, Patrick Spohr and all the webcast crew.
Yeah,
too.
all the webcast crew. Tony Manillo, he's the the general out there for all those refs and the league, and all these refs have been doing a wonderful job. They're doing great maintenance on the field, keeping it clean. And we're just having a great couple of days of paintball. We're having a bad internet connection, so sorry for the lag.
And it's because of the weather. We do everything we possibly can.
It's a monsoon.
A lot of money is spent on making sure that we have an awesome satellite uplink. However, when a downpour starts, it really messes with the satellite feed. Again, we are way away. Top Gun is a top-notch paintball facility, but we're far away from a T1 internet connection. So it's just one of those. The only way we can bring this to you is through a satellite feed, and unfortunately, when the inclement weather hits, we have a problem. All right, now you're watching Boom and Static right now, and it's Boom over there, and you're looking at Boom right now, and Boom, very good breakout.
Drops a body, though.
They drop a body out of that back corner. And now trying to scurry out to get to that stand-up can.
And we're going to see if he makes it. There's a ref on him checking him, and he's good. He's clean.
He's clean. Now, on the flip side, Static, they have, it looks like, five players
bodies
left alive. You're looking at them on your screen right now. Great cross-field spread, and they're gunned up. They're trying to make moves. But now you're looking at Boom on your screen. Now, that's the insert bunker on the snake side. This has been a very crucial bunker. Nikki, you played that spot. Talk to me about that spot.
That spot is really crucial to get on your horse and get down the field and really take advantage of whatever real estate they give you over here. He shouldn't be looking in. He should be playing on the outside of that bunker and really trying to advance up the field. But right now, Static is over there on the pit side, and they're putting pressure on there. And Static is also coming up in this show side of the field, matching them and taking more real estate on this snake side. So they got guns up. They got 4 bodies going, 5 bodies still alive for Static. Boom losing another guy.
Yeah, and here comes Static now getting into Snake 1. He's going to try to get a crossfield shot on that Dorito.
Oh, a huge penalty assessed. I believe that was a penalty. If not, then they're just walking off in threes.
It happens every now and then.
It's like, yo, buddy, I don't want you to leave alone.
Yeah,
Can I come?
So Collins for Static right now. He's in a pretty good spot in his Snake, and it doesn't look like Boom really has any offense left.
Nope, but he's getting run down right now.
Oh, and Collins puts it on the last Boom player.
And both those players are going to set the tempo of this game. Collins for Static is playing very well. I don't know that kid's name, but that's the kid I was talking about previously.
Yeah, he played great
and
for
he
them.
played really good.
Very smart.
And he's the last guy alive. He's making it happen. He's making those secondary bumps, but he has no help.
Yeah, you're right. He has no help, and it's unfortunate for him that he was the last guy run down. But hey, that's what happens. Sometimes you're going to have to handle business right there. And but hey, what can you do? All right, so the score is now 1-0 in favor of Static with 12 minutes and 58 seconds left to go here. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go for the start of this next point. Again, you are watching the D2 finals right now. Boom taking on Static. These guys fought all weekend to get to this point. And, when you're in the lower divisions like D2, D3, D4, wins are so important to the fact if you want to take it to the next step.
Oh, yeah. It is a huge motivation for your team on wanting to actually move up in the rankings. But right now, before I break that down, we're going to go highlight.
All right, so look it out. You're looking at the breakdown or the breakout right here, spreading out that side of the field. That's Static trying to get out wide, and now you're looking at Boom, and Boom able to send players to both corners, doubling up that back center. That's not the standard breakout. You're seeing a lot of, like Nicky was saying, getting that pocket, so it's kind of cool. I like they're coming out with that aggressive play, trying to spread the field out wide. And honestly, people will be like, oh, it's going to the back corner. That's not aggressive. But actually, that is a pretty aggressive move. It
is real aggressive on this field because it's so open. Maybe not so much right now with this rain that's picking up a lot right now that we can barely see the field, and the wind that's picking up with it. So you can take a lot more real estate on the break as opposed to a clear day and this field being so wide open. Now you could kind of use the elements of the earth to your advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the thing is like, look, man, we've been talking about this all day because it's been raining all day, but it's kind of a double-edged sword. You have the ability to go and play aggressive because it's so hard a lot of times to work with the equipment and get those shots out, but at the same time, really what we're seeing in reality is a lot of slow points, a lot of static gains.
Dropping one guy, maybe two guys out of the corners. We're going to see. But they have 4 bodies alive right now. Still alive. 5 for Boom.
Oh, no, it looks like Boom loses the player out of that back corner.
As I say that, they're in the pocket, and Static is spread out on the show side of the field in this snake side corner, controlling it, what he's supposed to be doing, playing from the outside in and not letting Boom fill out to regain some real estate and even out the playing field.
Yeah, and so right now, with Static, they have better field position because, like Nicky was saying, they have players out of that pocket. And right now, Boom is just having a hard time trying to get guys out of there, but they need to move. It's a put a guy in and go type situation. This is not really a put a guy in and go type field now, but this is what happens.
Right there, when that guy just moved, the back center for Boom should have came up to that tall stand-up to lock down this snake side of field. Now, this little race bunker, Collins, should be wrapping around and containing, but he didn't. And now Boom's able to fill out and match him and get 2 guys in good primary positions.
And look at this, Static losing that back corner bunker on the spectator side of the field. Now only 3 bodies left alive for them. And they still have some offense, though, and I'm not sure if that's Collins again, but they have Collins in there. He's in that, and then now the move for Boom, and that's that kid we were talking about. He's very
This is his friend. He has a gray beanie.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's that. Yeah, exactly. This is when I wish those guys would put names on the back of the bunkers.
I'd like that a lot.
Jerseys.
Especially for the low division, so we could actually give them the props.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're playing well, man. We'd love to, say your name. But then that also is a double-edged sword because you're playing bad.
But we got Static crossed up with the guys on the pit side, and it should free up Collins to come down the side, but he's playing cross field instead of heads up, and that's the wrong thing when you're the first and only guy on your side of the field.
Yeah, look at this. Boom all the way past the 50-yard line on the spectator side, Snake, and then a mere move on the opposite side into Snake 1 for Static.
He knows. He's going to get down. He's going to lay down.
You're looking at the Boom player right now, and he's trying to get a cross-field shot.
But I don't know if that Boom player on the pit side in the 50 knows that he has a guy very close to him. And what he needs to have happen is he just needs to go run that guy. No one's going to shoot him right now. No one's going to stop him.
I totally agree. He needs to just go and take down the player for Boom and get that guy out of there.
That window's going to close.
And he hasn't even looked tape side. The player,
never. Neither of them have. Now, here it is. As we say that, he runs him down. I think we got a little spin.
Looks like both players are going to come off.
But a good move for Static because they still have that outside guy. But, in his foot. No. Just hit the grass. And it's going to be the 2-on-1 right now.
And you see Static on your screen right now.
Yep.
He's shooting snake side on the spectator side, shooting towards the spectator. Oh, it looks like he might have just got bounced. Yeah, Boom just got shot right out. Got shot directly in the chest. So he's going to come off, and Boom is looking to tie this game up right now. And
good snapshot. That was a quality snapshot.
It makes sense. It's Sunday. I totally understand why we're seeing these back and forth matches. But it's fun, though. I'm glad we're not seeing a ton of blowouts, which makes it better for the viewing public at home.
There's been tons of overtimes, close matchups from start to finish. Even if a team gets out on another team, they find a way and they find the will to bring it back and make it an actual game.
Yes.
It's not a blowout. We've seen teams turn it around from being down 2 points and come back and win in overtime.
Mm-hmm. So now we see the score is 1-1 here with 9 minutes and 29 seconds to go before at the end of this. So let's check out these some moves from that last point.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you're looking at pretty stacked lineup still for them here, and Boom trying to make moves. I'm sorry, Static trying to make moves. That's Boom now trying to make their own moves here. Pretty crisp, able to get into those spots, and then just that player left alive, trying to do damage control, taking out, getting that direct shot on Static's chest over there, and he's going to walk off. So that was the story of that last point, tying it up there at 1 apiece. So yeah, tie game, tons of time left though, but again, we're still seeing these slow points. But what can you do, man? I mean, evenly matched teams, it's the finals, the weather is terrible. what can you do? You know, of course you're going to see long points.
Yes, you can't stress enough. No one wants to make that mistake, but you have to push that fine line to make a name for yourself and make a name for your team.
Absolutely.
You got to be willing to lose.
Well, another thing too, I think that's it too. So many times you have situations where guys are so scared to lose that they're not willing to take risks, and that's just how things go out here. And the big thing is, like, look, these guys are playing for the D2 final right now. They're playing for that win, and if they get that, that's a huge bit. That's giant for your sponsors. It takes so much money to fly around the country and play these big events. All right, now on the breakout,
you're looking at Static.
Yeah, Static.
Guns up, 5 alive. 5 alive for Boom. Static having some ground on the pit side in Dorito 1. But once again, they're looking in and not looking on the outside, not looking to make that offensive play. We got a Boom guy making a move in the race bunker, as you guys are looking on your screen. He's fixing his pack. It just fell off.
Yeah, so both teams, very strong lineups cross field here as Static is making their move into that insert race bunker right there.
Collins almost went right through it.
And into the Snake. Boom. Nice job, Snake 1. That's our boy, Nikki. I'm pretty sure.
That's him. This is the kid that I said was going to do it.
So let's see if he can get it done. He's doing a good job. He's got in there. He's listening to his coach. He's in that prone position. He's staying low, tight to the ground.
Boom, spreading it out. They're getting to D1 on that pit side. They still got all 3 backs. Snake 1 and that D1, as opposed to Static's Dorito 1 over there that matched up. But they only have the God Bunker on the Snake Show side.
Yeah, they only have that God Bunker. And, you know, in case you're unfamiliar with, a lot of times we'll call something a God Bunker if it's a dominant fortress or if it's one of the more important bunkers on the field.
It's usually, for you folks at home, the God Bunker is classified as the bunker that bumps you directly into the Snake. There's 2 snakes on this field, never been done before, but usually on the show side is the Snake, so we usually say that Little Dorito is the God that you're looking at.
So Collins in that insert Dorito behind the Snake, and he's trying to shoot cross field, and you can just see.
And he gets a shot on him. I don't know if he did or if he helped by keeping that guy at bay from having to play just down the wire, and he gets shot out, but so does the Static guy out of that Dorito 1. But they still have 1 more over there.
So these teams,
they're right.
Yeah, trading back and forth here. And again, another long, slow point as these teams are tied up. Neither team wanting to make a mistake and be that player that is going to have to spend the next couple months before World Cup pondering why they messed up. But again, that's the risk. You have to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's not a big deal. But it's one of those things that.
I mean, that's why you play. You play for the love of it, but you play to win. You know, you want to be the champion. You want to be the best. And the only way to do that is by, playing great with your teammates and pushing that envelope, taking that risk. It's the risk versus reward.
Exactly. Which is the constant struggle. And so, I'll tell you what, though, our boy here in Snake 1 for Boom, he's literally just been posted up for a long time. If he's going to be posted up down there and no one's shooting at him, now he's got a back guy right behind him. Just saying, he should be moving up right now. And he's going to wrap around, put in player there in the insert Dorito. You can see on your screen. Looks like he got caught. That's his back player's fault, too, as much as it is his.
You know why? Because that back player left his back spot. Now he's letting the back right guy for Static gain control of the wire and have that presence as the furthest guy out. And you got the Snake guy wrapping in and thinking that he has the support of his back guy when he really doesn't. And that's a mental mess up by Boom.
Slow point now. We're down past the 6-minute mark as the score is only 1-1 in this incredibly long points. Here with the weather, it's starting to get a little bit colder too, and the rain is picking up. Maybe it's because we're heading into the afternoon. Regardless, doesn't matter. The game continues, and you're looking at watching Boom and Static play here. This is the D2 Finals at the PSP New Jersey Open. I'm Matty Marshall. This is Nicky Cube up here, breaking down the commentary for you guys.
You guys are watching Static right now on your screen. He's trying to stay controlled on this wire with his mirror, and he's got to make a move into that snake. He can't be looking crossfield. He's on both knees. He's got to be in that aggressive stance. But Boom is, and they take advantage of it before Static can. He's lined up on that outside. He's waiting for him to pop out.
Yeah, tense moments right here is, really, again, and the longer that this point becomes more important, the longer it goes.
Yeah.
Because these teams are tied up, and the way that the things are laid out right now, I mean, you have both teams are in good field position. Boom, they have a player in the Snake 1 over here on the spectator side of the field. Now, Static, they have a player in Snake 1, but on the pit side of the field, the player side of the field. Collins is in good position to try to counter the move from Boom here in Snake 1. However, he's by himself. He doesn't have, I don't know if he's, Nicky, can you see if he still has a back player?
I do not believe that he does. He has just that left stand-up on the opposite side. And the snake that you were just talking about are his teammates left alive. They're down 2 bodies. Yeah. Same as Boom.
Yeah, he does.
Down 2 bodies.
Collins does have a back player. So there's 2 players on this side for Static, and only 1 player for Boom. So even though the player for Boom, you can see him right there, that's Collins, that's Static. But the other guy on the other side, there you go, that's Boom. Now, he's moving up, nice job. However, he needs to be real careful. It's just him over here. If he dies, Static will win this point. So he has to be really careful. Now, you can see he's so close to Collins right now. Collins looks like he's doing some surgery on his gun.
Yep. And now would be a great time for their coach on the sidelines to tell him to go run him. And Boom making a move matching on the pit side, in the Snake 1 on the pit side. They still have that back center guy rolling his gun, but what he needs to do is go out to that tall tower. What he's doing right now, fall down, hopefully get up. He ate it. He got a core sample and everything. I did not teach that guy how to slide. But he made the right move. That's where he needs to be. Now he can control the Snake on the pit side, and he can let him not move up the field anymore, advance up the field.
Now, the big guy for Boom here in that back stand-up, Nicky, I don't know if is that the best spot to help out from where he's at?
Not for this guy.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh. I don't know about that. That ref didn't make a real call real quick. But that's what happens in paintball. It happens so fast.
And we were saying that if that Boom player got shot out of that bunker, that it was probably going to be really hard for Boom to win this point. And now, Boom, 1 player all the way on the other side of the field with 2 minutes and 25 seconds. If that is the last guy, I would probably blow the flag and not let Daughtry just suck down the time and then just try to hang it and not leave Boom much time to come back.
But that might come into the inexperience of the coaches and the staff that are tending to these teams.
Yeah, there you go.
But as we say that, as you say that, they do conserve the time. They have been in this position before. These are 2 teams that have been battling it out.
Yeah, exactly. Battling it out right now. And so the score is going to be 2-1 in favor of Static, doing a great job.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, so with only 2 minutes and 1 second left to go, the score is 2-1 in favor of Static. Minute 30 before the start of this next point. It's going to be very interesting to see now. Let's check out this breakout and kind of think about this. Now, you're looking at the breakout for Boom. They're able to spread it out wide and then immediately get their guns up. The problem came, though, it wasn't so much the breakout. Honestly, the last point was not decided much by the breakout. The point was decided by what happened because the point in midpoint, it was such a long, drawn-out point that really let these guys get in there and do that chess match. The problem is that you had that mental mistake by the first guy from Boom and I don't know, he got up and looked like he yelled at his coach on the sidelines.
But
so maybe he got some bad information. I'm not really
you
sure.
can't blame the sidelines.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
You know that there's a guy there. You're on the field. He's not. Yes, he's not getting shot at, and he's just yelling at you and letting you know information. But you're the guy that's on the field. You're the guy that makes that decision. You have to be on your toes at all times. And he got shot by being lazy from that back right. All he did was go inside because the Boom guy, the first snake guy, was just playing too far out, wrapping around, trying to do too much.
I totally agree. Now, I'm wondering, though, it looks like timeout called. Is that with 2 minutes and 1 second to go in this match, I'm wondering what sort of breakout you're going to see. Now, we haven't really seen a lot of charismatic breakouts from some of the lower division teams. We have seen some, but I'm wondering if they're... I mean, if you're Boom, you've got to probably take a risk right here. That last point went about, God, it felt like it was about 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
And obviously, with only 2 minutes left, they need to get some aggression going again. That's where I think maybe they should send someone up in that center. We haven't seen anyone get shot today getting that 50-yard line Dorito up the center.
Still, we haven't. And, you know, it's been, what are we on, our 6th game now? Maybe even 7th. And there has not been one guy shot going there out of, you know, maybe a handful of times, maybe 5-6 times, but they've made it clean every time.
Yeah.
And you'd figure teams trying to take advantage of that middle and that opportunity to take that much real estate on the field and get that many great shots from that position.
Yeah. I mean, we're on our 10th game of the day, and I want to say I don't think anyone that's tried to run up the center of the field has got shot off the break if they try to commit to that 50-yard line Dorito. But we've only seen it happen maybe 3-4 times. So, all right, just about a minute to go here before the start of what could potentially be the last point. Now, Boom, they're going to have to come aggressive. They don't have a choice. Static is up over them by 1 point, with the score being 2-1. So, now Static, also, I would try to... It's all going to come down to the break. Honestly, a game like this is all going to come down to the break because how quick a point can be played, there are 2 factors. One, you shoot a bunch of guys off the break and you don't lose anybody, so you're able to have that numerical superiority. Or 2, you have like 1 or 2 players just do something crazy, insane move and shoot 3 or 4 guys.
Yep.
Those are 2 possible options, but the first one is much more prevalent, honestly.
That's true. You know, right on the break, no one's in their bunkers, so to speak, and they're trying to get to their bunkers. And paintballs are flying, as opposed to having 1 or 2 guys have that awesome game and stunt and shoot 3 dudes.
Yep.
You know, that's likely to happen in the pro division a lot more than I think this division.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We're about to watch it. You're looking at Static on your screen right now, and they are digging out.
Big digs, both corners for Static. Boom making it to both offensive slingshot positions to get into the snakes on both sides.
That's a pretty logical breakout for both teams.
Oh, and they make a big move. Boom gets in there. It was that same kid that just got ran down. He decided, let me get up in there.
Oh, but he loses his back player, so they're going to have to try to fill that. They do.
Oh, his gun's shutting off.
So four alive right now for Boom, and it looks like 5 alive for Static, but now we're down to 1 minute and 20. We've already seen 40 seconds click off this clock. Oh, if he's shot, it's not going to be good. If that player in Snake 1 is shot for Boom, then
no,
he's still alive. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, pulled him out.
You know, with 5, they've got to try to get some ground here. There we go. Nice. Finally, someone's making a move. They need to get into the Snake, though, on the pit side of the field. Yeah, they did finally lose their Snake player, so it does not look good for Boom right now. Static with that 1-point lead. 56 seconds left to go.
And they got 5 bodies alive. They're all in the back spots. They do not need to do anything. They sit there, lock down lanes, communicate, make sure everyone's watching zones, and they got a victory happening right now.
Yeah, it's 3-on-5 right now, and it does not look good for Boom. Now, finally, they're making a move with 37 seconds left to go. He needs to get his gun up, though. Oh, look at this. Huge move by Static. And if he makes it in there clean, wow, that's going to
be damage.
That's damage. I mean, essentially, all he's got to do is now he's rolling his gun. This game's over.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much they're going to be able to do. And they're going to hopefully try to. You got to push, man.
He just missed a shot on that opposite Snake 1.
I don't know why he's dropping his gun with 14 seconds left. They got to come. He's got to get that gun up. and shoot that lane. Yeah, shoot inside. There you go. He shoots inside.
Control it.
And just keep it rolling, man. 5, 4, there. Now you're going to win the game.
2. There you go. A little bit too late
for
this Boom guy.
If I was a Boom fan or a coach, I would be very angry at my team. You're only down 1 point. To die in your bunkers down 1 point in the finals is inexcusable.
Static having a great showing right then. Controlling it. 5 alive. That's the way to do it. They are excited. They're celebrating.
Yeah, again, congratulations to Static. They played a great game. And wow, I mean, 2-1, that's such a low score.
Yeah.
For 15 minutes of paintball to score only to have 3 total points scored. Now, I understand it's raining and it's the finals.
It actually did pick up a lot more than the other games. We'll give them that. It was raining a lot harder.
And they played strong, man. Static played good and Boom did not play bad. The only thing that really gets on my nerves is when I see a team only down 1 point and to have 3 guys with the horn below and still in their bunkers. They had 3 players alive.
They should have been running at 15 seconds, 20 seconds.
That's inexcusable. I mean, that is terrible, terrible. I can't believe they let that happen. All right, let's look at the breakout real quick and back on last point. Now look at this. Static is breaking out wide because they know if they could spread the field, and it's tough to get to that bunker on the bottom part of your screen here, spectator side of the field, but they're able to do it. Now look at the flip side. Boom, aggressive moves. But then after that, man, they didn't really, I mean, they did try to make some aggressive things happen, but here's the highlight. Okay, now he's making his move. But the story to me is that if you have 25 seconds left, I mean, and really there's nothing like magical that's going to happen in this replay because Static decided to just die. I'm sorry, Boom decided to just let the game end in their bunkers with no attempt to make. I mean, you're only down a point. It's not like they're up 6-7 points and you're just like, hey, it's just die like a man. Go forward. It doesn't. There's no choice to win. There's no choice whatsoever.
No, there was plenty of opportunity to win.
1 point,
and they just gave up.
Anyway, doesn't matter. So congratulations to Static as they take the D2 final here at the PSP New Jersey Open. Next up, we got Top Gun taking on the 187 crew for the D1 finals. I'm Matty Marshall, and I'm up here with Nikki Cuba. Right after that game, Dynasty and Damage for the Pro Finals. Don't go anywhere.